The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane won the Boston Horn Globe Book Award for fiction. This book was published in 2006 and is written at a 4.5 reading level. I would recommend this book for grades 3 through 5. You might be familiar with the author Kate D. Camillo. She wrote Because of Winn-Dixie, which won the Newbery Honor in 2001, and she wrote The Tale of Despereaux, which won the Newbery Award in 2004. To date, Kate D. Camillo has also written 11 additional books. The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane opens with an introduction to Edward, one of the finest china rabbits ever made. Abilene, his owner, showers him with love and affection. Despite this, Edward is unable to love her back. One day, Abilene's grandmother, Pellegrina, tells a story of a princess who's unable to love. And when she's done, she whispers in Edward's ear, "You disappoint me." Shortly after this, Abilene and Edward take a trip with the family to London. Along the way, Edward gets tossed overboard, and this is where the journey truly begins for Edward Tulane. He is later caught by a fisherman, who takes him home, and him and his wife love Edward dearly. Shortly thereafter, they're separated, and Edward comes to know a hobo and a dog, and they spend many nights traveling by train car and telling stories around a campfire. From there, Edward goes to lay beside an ailing girl as she lay dying. And it is after that, Edward ends up back at the toy shop. Now I will share some illustrations from this wonderful tale. And now I will share an excerpt from the book. At this point, Edward has been sitting on a toy shelf next to a 100-year-old doll, and this is a glimpse of their conversation. "I am done with being loved," Edward told her. "I'm done with loving. It's too painful." "Huh," said the old doll. "Where is your courage?" "Somewhere else, I guess," said Edward. "You disappoint me," she said. "You disappoint me greatly. If you have no intention of loving or being loved, then the whole journey is pointless. You might as well leap from this shelf right now and let yourself shatter into a million pieces. Get it over with. Get it all over with now." "I would leap if I was able," said Edward. "Shall I push you?" said the old doll. "No, thank you," Edward said to her. "Not that you could," he muttered to himself. "What's that?" "Nothing," said Edward. The dark in the doll shop was now complete. The old doll and Edward sat on their shelf and stared straight ahead. "You disappoint me," said the old doll. Her words made Edward think of Pellegrina, of warthogs and princesses, of listening and love, of spells and curses. What if there was somebody waiting to love him? What if there was somebody whom he would love again? Was it possible? Throughout the story, Edward learns to open his heart. With every new person that comes into his life, he learns to love a little more each time. This story appeals to me because I feel as if I took a personal journey with Edward Tulane. The story leaves me to wonder, does Edward's journey end on the toy shelf? I will leave that to you to find out. You need to read The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane.